Hi everyone, this is Caitlin with Kait's Collectibles, and this is my review of the Disney Store's limited edition 17-inch Jasmine doll. So Jasmine, along with Aladdin and Jafar, just came out. She was the only one that you could pre-order. Jasmine is one of my favorite princesses. I kind of like all of the ones from that time period, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, because that was sort of the age I was at for prime princess marketing. But Jasmine in particular, because she doesn't get a lot of great merchandise, I was really happy to see that they didn't skip her when they were doing Aladdin on Blu-ray and that they decided to do a doll of her. So she is an edition size of 5,000, which seems to be kind of their standard for the princess dolls they've been making lately. And this is her in what's supposed to be similar, I assume, to her teal outfit from the movie, the sort of blue-green outfit she wears the majority of the movie. Something really interesting to note about the Jasmine doll is that at the D23 convention, so every other year Disney does a big convention and there's lots of exclusive merchandise you can get. They decided to do a 17-inch slave Jasmine doll, which they've never done an exclusive doll in the 17 line at D23 before. And her edition size was either like 500 or $250. Like, it was a very small edition size. So it's very expensive to get that doll on the secondary market. But her outfit is very similar to this, just in red, and her hair is in more of a high pony. So if you're a must-have everything collector, obviously you're going to be hunting her down. I don't have her. The price point was just a little bit too crazy for me. So I'm perfectly happy to be sticking with my teal Jasmine here. So one of the things people complained about with this doll, one was the color accuracy, and the other was the look of her box. It looked kind of Christmassy. I disagree. Once you have the doll in person, you can really see that a lot of these greens are more of an olive tone. So we'll turn her here so you can get a better view of what they've done with her. So her hair, you can see down here, they've tried to capture sort of the kind of the ball appearance of her ponytails with the gold chain. I don't love that they decided to go this route, just because as the doll moves around in the box, you get lots of little snags with the hair on the chain. It would have been nice if they'd done like the thick bands of fabric that are similar to what she's wearing, and then maybe had like some gold detailing on it. But it's not bad. It captures the essence of the doll anyway. And you get a really good view this way with the detail at the bottom of her skirt pant area. I'll show that more later. Now from the other side, very similar in appearance. You get more of a look of her face, the side of her headband, tiara, jewelry, the whole outfit here. A little bit of that shimmer with her skin. The white of the box still has like an off-white pattern to it. Again, nothing particularly fancy or special, just a pattern they've come up with to represent the doll. I'll spin around to the back. So they've continued kind of the teal color theme for her. They've got the Aladdin logo, some jewel tones, details about the doll, the certificate, the stamp, the price on the bottom. You can see the details about her there. It's funny, I get these dolls and then I almost never read the back of the boxes, just because I know I like the dolls. So let's move on to the top. So here you get a really nice view of the tiara headband that she's got. So you can see with her headband, again, they've tried to capture the same jewel tone. So we'll quickly show the plastic before I take her cover off here. Again, the plastic is nothing really noteworthy. Similar to the Aladdin doll, they really just continue the box theme, but they do have, with Jasmine, this pattern there in the white that shows up in her window. So you can see that. It's kind of got a flowery look to it, which I like for her. So let's take the cover off of her. So when we got our dolls at my Disney store, a few of the outer covers had a little bit of bubbling with the plastic, sort of wraparound part of it. Mine does as well, but you really can't notice it. One of the things that you also don't notice is this damage, kind of this corner bit is not damaged, but it's just drooping at the top of the box. So when the cover's on, you really don't see it and it doesn't affect anything at all, but it did come from the factory that way. A little bit of warping basically with the boxes. I think there may have been some water damage to the shipments because a lot of them were like that. So Jasmine's sort of positioned almost in the desert. It's got that golden glow. You can see she's decked out on very regal appearance. So her shoes, she's got her kind of signature gold-toed shoes here. And she's got, I pulled her pant leg down a little bit because the dolls have these very chunky ankles with the joints. So it's just, to me, it doesn't look all that great. So I just kind of made sure the pant leg was pulled down. So here you get a really great shot of that detail. So lots of jewels, lots of stitching. Really beautiful along the bottom of the skirt part with her pant. I really like this rich teal fabric. The light here is making it look almost a little more navy blue, I think. But it is a really deep teal, almost a forest green. She's got these little, almost like flowery little details along the skirt portion. The belt portion is heavily detailed and jeweled. It is plastic, and it does seem like it's detachable from the rest of the pant. I'm not going to debox her, but if you were going to, that would be a piece that I think would be a bit of a pain. I like that they gave her this little belly button jewel. I thought that was a really cute little accent. I also like that they tried, this is a tie to hold her in place. I like that they tried to match it to her skin tone. It makes it less noticeable. They've given her a lot of jewelry, so she has all these bracelets on both wrists that are really detailed. I believe they're the exact same on both wrists. And then she's got her signature necklace, but they've added some jewels to that as well, so it's not just plain gold. She's a little bit saucy with how low cut this top is and like where it sits on the doll, like her chest. It sits really low. And they've got the clear straps to help hold it up because obviously these aren't doing anything. I'll see if we can get a better shot of the doll's face. So she's got a real shimmer to her skin, which a lot of people dislike. In photographs, it does reflect and make her look too shiny. I think it just looks like she's got like a golden shimmer going on. So I really like that look. I think the makeup that they did on her was fairly understated. The lip color is a really nice choice. She's got her big chunky earrings, again, with little added jewels. She's got a really gold and teal sort of shine to her eyeshadows. A little bit of pink highlighting on the cheeks. I also like the way they did her hair in the front here. It's very hard for them to capture Jasmine's hair in a doll. They either end up with like floppy hair that hangs down over her eyes, or they end up giving her this crazy five head. She's borderline five head. They've got the part right here, and so when you see the doll in person, it's actually a lot easier to look at and see where the hairline is. Now, after the Aladdin and Jafar dolls came out with Jasmine, there had been rumors for quite some time that they were going to be releasing a Platinum Series doll, much like they did for the live-action Wedding Cinderella doll, where it was extremely exclusive. They did that for Jasmine as well. They did in a Jasmine and Aladdin sort of a wedding set. So Aladdin looks like he's more in his Prince Ali outfit, and she is in an outfit that's very similar to this, but in white with a lot more stitching and detailing, a lot more gold, and there's no pants. It's a full skirt on the bottom. That doll set, I believe, was an edition size of 250, and it was retailing for around 750 American. So I believe it was 100 of the dolls or so, maybe 75, were released to the UK online first, which is not usually the case. Another 170, 175, something somewhere in that range were released to the US, and the rest, as I understand it, were going to the Harrods store in London. So I'm pretty sure they're all sold out at this point. They sold out online almost instantly, but that's another set of these dolls to be on the watch for if you're collecting them. They will definitely hold their value, although I don't know how high they will stay. So Jasmine's certificate of authenticity here. I've got a pretty low edition size. I'm number 835 of 5,000. The numbers don't really mean anything much to me. I just find it interesting when I get, like a number like 888 or 1,000, or, like the lowest number I can get, the highest number I get. It's just interesting to see what number you end up with. Some people are very particular about getting the lowest ones. And then the back French side, no errors on hers either. If you don't know what that's in reference to, make sure you watch my Jafar video so that you can see what happened to his. So obviously, if you're a Jasmine fan, this is a must-have for your collection. If you're a Princess fan, for sure. She seems like she's aiming to not only hold her value, but because a lot of people weren't able to pre-order her, I suspect that slowly over time her value is going to rise, much like Ariel's has. People thought Ariel was going to be a sure thing much earlier on, but it's taken quite a while for her value to get kind of to the double, triple mark. So if you can find her for a fair price, definitely get your hands on the Jasmine doll. If you're not a fan of the Aladdin movie, then hold on for more Frozen dolls coming out November 3rd. They're doing a couple of dolls for Frozen Fever that I'm going to be trying to get my hands on. And hopefully those will be the last Frozen dolls for some time for the 17-inch, because I think most collectors are burned out on them. So is Jasmine your favorite Disney princess? Let me know in the comments below. You can like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe for more updates for when my new videos come out. And you can also find me on Twitter at Kait Collectible. Thanks for watching.